Be very, very quiet. I am hunting Hot Wheels.
Howdy, friends and neighbors, and welcome to another episode of Hunting with Miss Peg. Well, on this episode here, we're going to go over I found a bunch of cars this weekend, and they're roughly anywhere from like $1 to $2 a piece. So that's a pretty good deal. I wound up with, I hate to say it, but it was several bagfuls. So here's just a quick sample of the ones that I came across. And here I'm going to show you the first ones I'm going to show. I'm going to do the next rival run is going to feature the past champions, 3 of the past champions of the Decide Your Ride. It'll be Grateful Sam, the Diecast Shepherd, and one other car that did pretty good in there. And it's going to go against the EHS boys. And I said, who else can we throw in there? So I'm going to throw in some police cars and some rescue teams. And here's one of the police cars, along with a couple others. This one is how you say that? It's Road Patrol, but it's a Saline. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. But he's gonna be after those guys for racing in the rival run up in the hills of the Appalachian Mountains. They're gonna try to stop them, I guess, or outrun them. There you go. They could do that. And then here's the rescue team, the first response. Because there's gonna be chaos on the track, so you gotta have somebody that's gonna be a first responder. And these guys do the trick. This is a 2010 Camaro Super Sport. If they get in his way, he'll just knock them out of the way there, But he's pretty sweet looking. I've always been wanting to run this guy, so now I get a chance to. So he'll be part of the rescue team, the response team. And of course, you can't have a response team without a rapid pulse. Come on. Yeah, he's a first responder. I don't know if that's metal base or if they just wants to be metal. But everybody knows what the rapid pulse is. He's got the oxygen and stuff, or is that nitro? Big nitro tanks. Better watch him. And then here, this guy's a sleeper here. He says he is the police. Policia. Yeah, don't mess with him. He'll get all over you and get away from you. So he'll be part of the next rival run. Now here we're going to get into the now this guy, he's a rough card, but for $2, or I think this one was $1 on the dollar table. A Ferrari for $1. I'd buy that all day. Card's a little rough, but we're just going to crack him open. He'll be looking for him. Somebody will be riding him to victory. He's pretty tough. See if we can get the symbol there. Yeah, right on the hood. Yeah, man. That's going to be a good one. And of course, you can't go picking unless you get you a 57 Chevy, right? Well, you probably could, but who's counting? But that one, I thought that was pretty cool, looking with all the black with the gold flames. Yeah, man. That was my high school colors, black and gold. Wow. And this guy, he is a Ford Thunderbolt, first edition. Look at that. Let's see how close we can get. That's pretty neat right there. I bet that baby would in real life, I'd say that guy would get gone down the track. And here is a special edition. That's pretty cool looking. Special edition, 3 of 5. Be neat to have all 5 of those. Might be something I might need to go after, see if I can find them. I got some neat things I'm trying to collect. I might need to back off and just concentrate on one. And here, I like Moon Eyes. Moon Eyes. 47 Chevy Fleetline, the Rod Squad. Yeah, man, I like that flat black. And you got the visor over the windshield, the Moon Eyes on the hood. I like it. And here's a Pontiac Firebird 400. Oh man. Now, you know, decals, tampos, whatever you call them. I like the flat black, or not flat black, the flat look to it. I mean, you just plain got the white stripe down it. Makes it look like it's going fast, I guess. What's he say there? Firebird probably. Yep. But I like that plain look. It's good stuff. And here, don't let this one scare you. He's just Torpedo Jones. He's just out having fun. But now I've never seen this color. That's pretty cool looking. Torpedo Jones. Check him out. He's got his scarf for blowing in the wind. I just like that color. That's nice. What's he got on the side there? Just Hot Wheels with some kind of ghost or something on it. Yeah, I like that. I guess because it's Halloween, right? And this one right here, you won't get stuck with this Buick Riviera. This is a prehistoric. But check that out, man. He's sitting up there, ain't he? First curve he'd go off, I guarantee it. But now down the drag strip, I don't know. Those knobby tires. Of course, he's got that ridge right there. If he rode on that ridge, he might do pretty good. But he's meant to go off the road. Yes, my friend. All right, so here, you know me and short cards. Got to get them. But I don't know if that means it's faster than ever wheels. But they kind of look like it. But why would you put faster than ever wheels unless it's just for the looks on something that won't really go down the track? Unless it will go down the track. But it's pretty cool looking. And it's first edition. Awesome. Hammer time. That's all I'm saying on that one. And here's the Night Burners. Dodge Challenger drift car. That's pretty neat. Got the Mopar 426. Oh yeah. I like it. That's a good one. And right here, Jaguar XJ220. I got one here. A little while I'll show you. A Jaguar. But that one is a Street Beast. So I guess that's some kind of claw. He's kind of peeking out. No, that's just a claw going down the side. Urgh. It looks like he's trying to climb out of that hood. Ooh. That one might be a pretty good pick. Right here. Cadillac 16. Oh yeah. 20 plus. I like it. If I had a race day, next time I do it, I'd probably keep this one. Race that baby. Then right here, I got this one, man. That card is beaten, banged up, but that's okay. The car looks pretty good. I was looking at the wheels. Wheels don't look too bad. Look at there, he's a state trooper. Don't mess with that guy. He's car 51. Car 51, where are you? Yeah. And then I love this card right here, Road Tripping. Now, I don't know where that pass is. Maybe Switzerland? I don't know. But I've got one of these McGain Trophy cars in my fastest, top 10 fastest, so I thought this one might be a pretty good one. Time will tell, won't it? Look there, he's smiling. He says, "Get me some of that. Put me on the track, coach. I'm ready to play." Look at that. He does look like he's smiling. Or he's just happy. He looks to be on the open road. Well, yeah, Alpine Tour, so I guess that is. Switzerland, maybe. Awesome. Then here, I mean, that's pretty good. Ferrari 250. He's a classic. Says so right there. That's pretty neat. You can definitely see the Ferrari emblem. $19.90 it says. Cool beans. And here, when I got this, I didn't realize it was a real rider, had real riders. But I got it because of the Chevelle. But that dude is heavy. But still, you know, for $2, it's pretty cool. See how close we can get on this guy. Hoosier 145. All right, that's looking pretty good right there. Looks like it's a metal base. But man, them rubber tires. Man, switch those tires out. He'd probably have a good one there. Hey, idea. And here, I just like the way they put some of these graphics on the cards. That makes it more collectible. Too bad when you pull this off, it takes away that, but you could probably take and cut it right across through there. And then you could hang that part. But this is a 69 Corvette. He's pretty sweet. See how close we can get on this guy. Get a sun check. Sun's coming in today. Tried to get it. That's a 427. He's a looker. And speaking of Corvettes, here's another one. I just figured I'd throw this one in here because I like that red, man, with the red rims. A C7. That's just nice. Got a little bit of work on the back of it there. There you go. He's pretty nice looking. And here, check this guy out. He's a red line, it says. 2 of 5. A GT40. I know it's not the original red lines, but they look good, don't they? He's got some kind of big... Can we zoom in there? It's not going to let me. There it is. I guess it's symbolizing that. There's the rest of the red lines for that year. Pontiac Firebird is in there. And here you go, 65 Corvette. This is cool looking. This is kind of like the model that I like of Corvettes. I bet they would get down the road, or as they say, get down the hardtop. All those flames, pretty nice. Wonder what that would look like in real life with all those flames. I'd say it would knock your eyes out. Then here, go Tigers, right? Tiger Racing. If you live in Cincinnati, that'd be a car to drive, wouldn't it? You'd have to do something with the Tiger maybe, but same concept. GTO. Got to get some of that, yeah. And here's a Pontiac Firebird. Check all that stuff out on the hood now. He's going for speed, that guy is. I don't know what all that stuff is. Decorations? Or what? See if we can zoom in and see what that says. Come on, get there. Come on. Scum bum. What about? Well, that's wild. Wonder if that's in reference to the movie. Don't know. I bet it is. Maybe one day we'll find out. Now here, I'm just going to do a brief introduction to these guys, but some honorable mentions. I got a bunch of reds, and these guys was in there. I think I've showed these in an earlier video, but I got those. Try to find a place to put them here. Then these two are new additions. So let's look at the Radio Flyer. Man, I remember those wagons. My brother pulled me around in one. And I leaned a little too far when we went around a curve. And yeah, you know where that went. Needless to say, I went home crying. Hey, I was like 4 or 5 year old. I didn't like hitting asphalt that hard. But anyway, that many moons ago. But he's pretty cool. I like that one. In the Ford Escort Rally. Try to get it where the sun's not gleaming on it. He's pretty neat looking. Weird they don't have a metal base, but that's okay. See how close we can get on that guy. Yeah, that's nice. And then here, I'll just show them real quick of these other ones. Power pipes, sidewinder, salt flat racer. Well, I find a bunch of these guys. That must have been the one that's the peg warmer, so to speak, and the power pipes peg warmer. And then I love the color on this one. I always did. The Lexus. And then this guy. You can't go anywhere without this guy. He's the flame stopper. Don't get him around Johnny. He'll put him out. He'll stop him. But those are the reds that I found. Move those out of the way here. Now we're getting down to the end here. I'm going to show you these guys. I got these for $2 a piece. That's a deal right there on these. Around here anyway. I've seen as high as $6 to $12 a piece on these guys. Maybe that's why they're still sitting on the shelf. I don't know if we can get in close enough to see that, what he's got on there. Yeah, that's one. Here's one. I kind of like this color. Don't know what that means. SPD something. Super Speedy. There you go. I like them little guys. I don't know what they'd do going down the track. Probably go about halfway and just stop and say, no, ain't gonna do it. When I picked them up, the guy there at the vendor mall, he said, I wondered who was going to get those. I said, hey, you can't beat that deal. Can't beat that with a stick. And then here's the last two here. I got this guy just because he's got them big old tires. I don't know if those are considered black walls or what. I don't know one from the other, but he just looked wild. The Shock Factor. It's pretty neat. The Shock Factor. And then here was a true Shock Factor. I'll let you look at that for a second and see if you see anything wrong with that. Because I didn't see it till I got it home. I just was like, well, I've never seen a Chevy 1500. I wonder what, is that like a fantasy car or something that they call a Chevy 1500? Just didn't register. Wasn't thinking. Just got off work, tired, you know. But when I got it home, got to looking at it, I said, whoa, that's a Jaguar. Check it out. See if we can get in there to see it. Probably don't say. I don't see it. Somebody might see it, but I don't. But that's actually a Jaguar on a Chevy 1500 card. So that was a neat little find right there. Right there it is. You can see Jaguar. See how close we can get. Yeah. Here's Jaguar. Didn't see that. It's all over the place, ain't it? But yeah. And just being curious, I looked it up, see how much it was, and they said anywhere from I think it's like $12 to $50 plus. People were selling them on eBay, but I was like, well, no, I'm just gonna put that in a hard shell case and put it up. I like collecting the misprints like this. And then we got this little guy, Cado House. I got him at a deal. Got him at a deal. That's pretty neat. I always like that multicolor on the bottom, that purple look. Yeah. Let's see what that says. Somino. I thought that went up and down, so I tried to flex it, but I was afraid I'd break it. That's the Boost Brigade. He's pretty cool. Not one of my favorites, but I like it. But for the deal I got it at, I couldn't pass him up. I don't really collect the Cado House because they're a little more expensive than what I want to get into. Besides, I'm not much of a collector, but I do. But I want to thank everyone for watching, and I really appreciate it. And me and Miss Peg will go out here the next little bit and try to find some more. And you all have a good one.